MD end Joe Jackson, left, and safety Jaquan Johnson helped preserve the victory over North Carolina on Saturday, October 28, 2017, in Chapel Hill, NC. By a six-pack of Hurricanes notes on a Wednesday, Black Small Square NFL draft analyst Tony Pauline said he expects some defensive linemen Gerald, Willis and Joe Jackson to go late in the second round or the third round in this month's NFL draft, but has some concerns with each. Joe Jackson is solid but has to develop a full game. He gets exploited against the run, Pauline said. Willis is a little small and had just one real productive year. He must prove he's more than a flash in the pan. Pauline said two prospects going under the radar are guard Benzel Bowell, where I like him a lot and nobody talks about him at all, and defensive tackle Tito Odenigbo. Both should get a chance in NFL camps. Pauline said safety Sheldrick Redwine has good size and can develop into an NFL starter. Cornerback Michael Jackson has seen his stock fall. He was awful during East-West Shrine practices, and said Jaquan Johnson is relegated to playing in certain systems. He runs slower than most linebackers and plays safety. Black Small Square, one longtime AFC scout who has studied the Canes prospects closely on tape and in person, said he has a difficult time envisioning any Cane going before the third round. But an NFC executive said he could make a case for Willis and Jackson in the second round, though he has no confidence they'll be drafted that high. The AFC scout said the concern with Willis is the spotty body of work before his breakout senior season, including the UF transfer and sitting out a year for personal reasons. That being said, coaches are said to be speaking very highly of Willis to teams, and he was a model teammate and great player last season. The AFC scout noted that Willis is big and can move and had stamina to play into the fourth quarter, which impressed me. With Joe Jackson, the scout said he doesn't believe he's as good as a half-dozen other defensive ends in the draft but would still take him in the third round. The scout and executive projected Jaquan Johnson as a third-day pick. One said he rates Redwine higher than Johnson. Close friends Johnson and Redwine were teammates at Killian High, and the scout said he envisions Travis Homer as a No. 2 or number 3 NFL back with special teams ability. Black Small Square receivers coach Taylor Stubblefield likes Mark Pope's progress. He had a long touchdown reception in the scrimmage, but Pope said he still must improve in terms of me knowing what to do. Said Stubblefield, he's very gifted. He's fast, he's quick, catches the ball pretty naturally. The biggest thing is him understanding. Our offense is complex, but it's very simple once you understand the foundation of it. What's good with him is he's up for the challenge, is doing some extra things so that he can learn what he needs to learn. We want him to be confident with what he's doing. In years past it was a signal, now the quarterback has to speak it, we have to hear it, decipher what it means and act accordingly. Black Small Square Stubblefield, on other receivers besides Jeff Thomas, who colleague Susan Miller-Degnan wrote about on Tuesday, on former Buffalo grad transfer KJ Osborne, it's no longer about how many stars he was out of high school, how much promise he has. This is his last year playing. He wants to be the best he can be. On Evidence Joku, I'm going to continue to challenge evidence. Evidence has a tremendous amount of talent. We have to make sure that he has a sense of urgency about his development. There are times he wants to be the best and sometimes we have to motivate him to be the best. He's improving, has been maybe a little banged up, battling back from that. If he comes out with a workman-like mentality he'll have a chance. Black Small Square. The men's basketball team has 5 scholarships to give out this offseason, and their preference would be to add 2 high school players, 2 grad transfers and 1 transfer who would sit out a year. But that's a flexible plan and will take the best players available. Among the players we hear they're pursuing, in no particular order, 1. Shooting guard Harland Beverly, one of the better remaining unsigned players, visited 2 weeks ago, but Miami has considerable competition from Michigan State, Georgia and others. Rivals ranks Beverly, who attends Montverde Academy, not far from Orlando, as the 59th best player in the class. Rivals Eric Bossi said the senior guard from Michigan is in my opinion the best available guard in the country, not named Cole Anthony. Beverly is explosive, he can shoot with range, he does things pretty efficiently and he knows how to shine and get his while playing with other big-time talent. Beverly took an official visit to Indiana recently. Kansas has made him a major priority and so has Georgia. Michigan is circling, Miami wants him and many others are trying to get a sniff. The more I see of him, I see a potential impact player anywhere in America and I have a feeling the race for his services is about to get very intense, too. Forward TJ Holyfield, a grad transfer from Stephen A. Austin. He sat out last season with a knee injury but was all-conference the previous 2 years and averaged 10.7 points and 5.9 rebounds in 3 seasons there while shooting 53.4% from the field and 37.6% from three-point range. He's visiting this weekend and this is considered a 3-team race among Miami, Illinois and Texas Tech. 3. Tristan Enaruna, who attended a prep school in Utah by way of the Netherlands. The 6'7" small forward is considering Kansas and Creighton, among others. Georgia Tech, Texas Tech and Illinois have offered as well. Rivals ranks him 105th among all 2019 prospects. Black small square already has 8 scholarship players on its roster for next season. Returnees Chris Likes, Rodney Miller, Dengak, Sam Wardenberg, DJ Vasilevich, transfer guard Cameron McGusty, who averaged 9.2 points in 2 weeks at Oklahoma, and incoming freshman Anthony Walker, a forward, and Isaiah Wong, a guard.